Hello and welcome to LankaCricket.lk, where we look at the first one-day international and indeed the five-match series between Sri Lanka and Pakistan. Of course, that preview brought to you by Dialogue, the future. Today with me in the studio, Avishka Gunawardana and Andrew Fernando, looking at this new squad that has just been announced. Two very new names, Sirivardana and Sachit Patirana, the Sirivardana and Sachit Patirana in the squad. Going to be really interesting to see how they fit into the plans as well. Andrew, any surprises to this squad? Obviously, two players being rewarded, but would you have seen maybe some remnants from the Test team in here or not?
Yeah, I would have thought that Ranganahara might be part of this squad just to give a little bit of experience to that spin attack. With Sachit Nayak not having done particularly well in the World Cup either. So it would have been, and where actually in the World Cup, Rangana was the top spinner for Sri Lanka. So that was a bit of a surprise to me. Otherwise, no, not terribly. No big surprises anywhere else. I think the batting lineup, basically, you pick the young guys you've been investing in for a while, and Sirivardana has been scoring a bucket load of domestic runs. So.
Avishka has probably watched most of the domestic cricket around. Avishka, what can you tell us about these two players, Milinda Sirivardana, Sachit Patirana, new names? What are they? What are they about?
Both of them have been around for quite some time, and actually both of them have been in different teams when I was coaching some of the provincial teams. Sachit is a left-hand batter and a left-arm bowler, and more of a bowler than a bat. But Milinda is more of a bat than a bowler. I think මිලින්ද මම හිතුවා මිලින්දව තව ටික කාලයකට කලින් ගෙන කියලා because he has been scoring runs for a very long time and he has been somewhat consistent. Every season I see him getting not a huge amount of runs, but he keeps going. He looks consistent, and then he does something with the ball also. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to see him getting a chance at the end of the day. Sachit is a bit of a hard hitter. He goes after bowling, and two different players, left arm bowlers who can batsmen who can bowl a bit. Two different players, but same stature. But I kind of disagree what Andrew had to say, because Rangana, if we are going back, if we go back to Rangana, that means we are going back here after the World Cup, after Sangha and Mahela's retirement. We are trying to look ahead, probably to plan out the next 12 or 18 months and try and build up to this thing. So I think it's a good thing that Rangana is not in terms of looking at the future. And maybe that's one of the reasons why they opted to go with these two players who can bat and who can bowl a bit as well.
So in terms of fielding also.
Yeah, I guess, he's 36 plus, and you can see, it's acceptable. So I guess it's looking at the squad, I don't think there is anything surprising, or like he said, batting probably looks all right. Just want to see if we are going forward how long they're going to tolerate with Dilshan. Other than that, I don't see any surprises.
Yeah, so we've got 5 one-day internationals to check out our top order as well. Andrew, we've got Upul Tharanga, who can bat at the top, Dinesh Chandimal, who has opened the batting before, Tilakratna Dilshan, who will probably start at the top alongside Kushal Janit Pereira. So where do they figure out who's good at what?
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting to see what the top 4 will be. Thierry obviously had a great World Cup at the top of the order. Looks like he's trying to edge out 3 career openers. Kusal Pereira is not quite a career opener, but he's only basically played at opener for Sri Lanka. And Tharanga and Dilshan are also there. So I'm not sure if they'll put Thierry at 3 and bring him as the bona fide replacement for Sangha, or whether he'll stay at the top. He's had a lot of success at 3 as well. I think he averages something like 50 at number 3, so he's clearly not badly suited to that position. Other than that, maybe there's a case for Tharanga batting down the order. I think we saw him a few years ago in Australia, where there wasn't when he wasn't facing the new ball, he actually seemed like a pretty good middle order option. Comes in, works the ball around, not bad against spin. So maybe that's an option they'll think about. No, I am genuinely stumped as to what the top order will look like, as in what the batting order will be, because they seem to have a few options that they could use.
Avishka මේ ස්ක්වොඩ් එක ටොප් හෙවි කිව්වොත් වැරදිද?
එහෙමත් කියනවා but then again මම දන්නේ දැන් උපුල් වගේ කෙනෙක්ව සීනියර් ප්ලේයර් කෙනෙක්ව ගෙනල්ලා ගෙනාවොත් නොගා ඉන්න එක බොරු වැඩක්. If you bring him in, you have to play him because there is no point bringing in a senior player and let him just watch the game. So I would say we will still probably go with Kusal and Dilshan. And like you said, the only option, the other option to play Taranga is at 3. Unless they are looking at playing Kusal at 3, which doesn't make sense. Either he opens or maybe he bats at 6. So I think the best option in one day is Kusal to open with Dilshan. And see, like I said, Thiri is averaging almost 15 at number 3. Why not bat Thiri at 3? Because Dilshan is almost 38, 39 now, on his way out. So it's just a matter of time for Dilshan to go out of the side. And then if Dilshan and Elliot again, we still have an explosive opener up in the order and quite a solid number 3. And hopefully, I would prefer Milinder at number 7, who can bowl a bit and bat 7, because he looks more solid out of Sachit and Milinder. When you compare, he looks a better bat than Sachit.
So head of Tisara Pereira?
I don't know, because I mean you're playing in Sri Lanka, you'll obviously have to play a second spinner. I mean if our senior spinner is Sachi, you'll have to play Sachi. And the other spinning option is Dilshan, so you're playing with 2 off spinners again.
Yeah, Sekou also in the squad.
Unless you play Sekou and go with 6 batsmen, which I don't think we have never been comfortable doing that. We have never been comfortable playing 5 bowlers, although we like to see 6 batsmen, 5 bowlers, and a 7th who can bat and bowl a bit. But first one day, I would say we'll go with 7 batsmen, the 7th who can bowl a bit, 3 quicks, and Tisara in the 3 quicks.
Tisara among the 3 quicks.
Yeah.
So you're playing Tisara at maybe number 8.
Well, long tail.
And that's something that the selectors will want to do, isn't it, Andrew? Because we've not had good luck against the Pakistan bowling attack. You've got Yasir Shah, who ran through us in the test matches. He's there again. You've got Rahat Ali, and you've got the tall man Mohammad Irfan as well. So those are 3 guys who could completely destroy the Sri Lankan batting line.
Yeah, they could. At the same time, I don't like the idea that you're just putting batsmen, the top order is there to do a job. You have to try and, I feel like it's good to try and back them to do that job. And if the bowlers, you have to give your bowlers a chance as well. What Sri Lanka did badly in the World Cup was that they picked a team that was really batting strong, and then the bowling was pretty average, and then they suffered in several matches because of it against New Zealand and against Australia. So I still think that if you're picking 3 seamers, then pick 3 proper seamers. Malinga, Suranga Lakmal probably going to be there, and probably Nuwan Pradeep as well. So if that's what you're going to do, because you're going to get a seam option from Matthews as well. I don't really think that having the sort of stacking your side with all-rounders works in this game where you have you can be exposed as a bowler, when you have with the hard balls there at the end and four fields.
That's exactly what we like to see. We have always been discussing. We like to see 6 batsmen, back the batsmen to do the job, and then back the other 5 bowlers to do their job. But we haven't seen it happening in Sri Lankan cricket. We always like to go for the extra batsman option who can bat. Sometimes you pick you pick a bowler if he can bat better than the other, if his batting is better than the other bowler, then we go for that option, because we like to have that long tail. We haven't seen that happening in Sri Lankan cricket. So
you're saying they might pick Tisara because of that, but you're saying they should pick Nuwan Pradeep.
Just because of that, they might say, okay, we got two seamers, 2 good seamers, and we got Angelo and Tisara to bowl the other seam, whatever overs, and you got Tisara at 8, batting at 8, so you got a long tail there. So I personally think that is the mentality that Sri Lankan cricket has, which I like to see a bit of a change. Give those batsmen responsibility. Look here, your batsman, you're sixer then. You're supposed to, bat bulk of the overs, right? But we haven't seen that happening in Sri Lankan cricket. I would like to see they're playing three proper seamers, and maybe go with one spinner and
Yeah, and the thing is, if Tisara Perera is on form, he's on form, generally on form with bat and ball. He can, last time Pakistan came to Sri Lanka, he basically beat them by himself. And then the following tours, he was like, there are some matches where you can't get 10 overs out of him, and he doesn't get past 10 runs. So it depends which Tisara turns up as well. His form is a huge, change.
So Tisara is like the Pakistan team.
Yeah, he changes the balance of the team and the complete outlook of the team. When he's on form, Sri Lanka just look really good, and then when he's under par, then
and the only way to gauge his form is at the nets. I mean, he hasn't played any game after the World Cup, proper like a competitive game. So the only way to gauge form is how he does in the nets.
Well, it's going to be interesting for us to see as well. The first one day is where all that will come together. Sri Lanka playing for the first time since that World Cup didn't end too well for us. Of course, we'll watch and wait. The team sponsored by Dialogue, and also LankaCricket.lk preview brought to you by Dialogue. And the t-shirts that Avishka is wearing and the one that I'm wearing also available for you guys. Comment on our cricket preview shows and review shows, and you stand yourself a chance to win a t-shirt from Dialogue. And these are the original t-shirts. They're comfortable, no?
I think yours look comfortable than mine.
That's because there's less in it. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining us on LankaCricket.lk. See you next time.